Hello and welcome to Inbound Inspection number 6. I'm Inbound Ryan. Today we are looking at Hardwood Flooring Contractors in Fairfield County, Connecticut, which is home to a lot of populated cities and towns and neighborhoods. So the first thing that I like to do is to look at Keyword Planner. So you can create a free account on Google Ads. You go to the left here, Tools, Keyword Planner, and then you click Discover New Keywords. You give it you change the location here, as we can see. You give it some terms to start with. I gave it like 6 terms to start with, and it's going to give me the average monthly searches for these keywords and also give me more ideas of what people are searching for in the area, how they're searching for it, how they're wording it to make sure that your company or my company is showing up. So some of the top searches are flooring contractor near me, floor installers, 320 searches a month in this county. And on the right, it tells you kind of what you can expect to pay per click. If you're running a Google ad, anywhere from $15 to $52 on average. Now remember, like I said before, that's just a click, that's not a lead. So it may take you 10 clicks to get a lead, you never know sometimes. So scrolling down, hardwood floor finishing, 170 searches a month. Wood floor finishing, there's a lot of different variations of it. One I saw interesting, I never really heard people say this, resurface hardwood floors. It's always refinishing, restaining, in my opinion, from what I've seen, the contractors actually use. So it's funny that this resurface word has, over 300 searches by itself. So here's another one, resurfacing hardwood floor. How interesting that people keep using that term. So flooring's a little bit general, so it's mixed in tile and stuff as well. But just to give you an idea of what's going on. But there's obviously a fair amount of demand. You can see a spike, 53%, 3-month change. We're in the season now. We're in May. People are moving. They're selling. They're buying. They're getting stuff fixed, they're going on vacation, they want stuff done, they want stuff repaired. Spring, summer, fall tends to see a spike. So let's move on to Google. The first search I did was flooring contractor near me, Stamford, Connecticut, which is in Fairfield County. We have Prime Flooring Services first, Cardona, and Floor Covering Warehouse. This is interesting that Floor Covering Warehouse is here because they're not really a contractor, but they do sell, obviously, a lot of floor covering, including wood, carpet, etc. They provide installation as well, so that's something to think about as flooring contractor is a little bit vague, a little bit more general. Then we're scrolling down, we're looking at, interesting, we have Facebook, probably groups here. It's like Springdale Neighbors, it's probably a neighborhood. You could have a neighborhood-based page, I think would be good too, or a project. We're scrolling down more, seeing what's going on. Okay, so let's look at Prime Flooring Services because they are based in Stamford, so it's probably one of the big factors why they're ranking so high. Obviously, they have 81 reviews. 5 stars is crucial. Let's look at their site. Hardwood floor refinishing in Stamford. Very clear. This is their heading. Very clean. Our work in their words. Yeah, this is good. I would definitely recommend this. Oh, this is interesting. No subcontractors. Wow, definitely shout that out. It's different. Proudly serving these areas. Definitely recommend having this on your site and your Instagram. Just everything that every profile you have, make sure it clearly states what cities, what towns, what counties that you service. Like, you'd be shocked at how many companies don't do this, and it's just unclear. And so people don't even contact them because, I don't even know if you service that area, or they're not even getting found for searches in these towns because they don't have it listed anywhere. So Revive, they have a deep clean and floor treatment, recoats, refinish. Yeah, this is nice. Contact us, say a little. Have a question, send us an email. Okay. I would make these things required. I'm not sure if they're required. I'm not going to fill it out. But free over the phone quotes based on verbal information. Sending pictures. Okay. Not bad. $75 in a 30-mile radius. Wow. The fees credited towards your final service estimate. Good for them. Most companies don't really charge for this type of consultation or an estimate. I guess they've learned over the years to just kind of give them information virtually, and then people want to move forward. They're more serious. They'll spend $75, figure out what's going on, and then just apply that to the contract if you hire them. Makes sense. It's good there. So some good stuff here. Refinish, recoat, revive. Huh. It has to be maintained. This is smart. Trying to instill on the potential customer that this is like a maintenance thing that you have to keep up with. It's a life cycle. This came from a tree. This is hardwood. Not all stuff really has to be maintained. So yeah, I kind of see why they're ranking. I don't think it's super. They don't have anything about installation, which is fine. Oh, here's installation. Interesting. So if I were them, I would put this in the top. They call it top level navigation. I would put LVP. Yeah, I would put more of this stuff in the top level so it's clear, because I shouldn't have to click on the refinishing page to see that you actually have installation as an option. Not a lot of pictures, so definitely add more pictures here, more of a portfolio. Let's look at their actual Google listing. See, look at all this stuff. Like, why are all these great pictures here and none of them are on the website? Also, it's good. They got a little family business here, 2019, not even that old. Tells you what areas they service, etc., etc. It's very good. But yeah, I just don't, I don't understand why they wouldn't have these pictures on the website. I want to put your best foot forward. Typically, people look at 5 to 7 pieces of information before they decide to contact a company. They may look at the Google business listing. They may go to the website to read more about the company. Look at these pictures. They may go to your Yelp listing. You know what I mean? There's all these things. Also, someone refers you and they send you your website. Just have more before and after pictures. Probably help them rank for their areas. Cardona was number 2 on there. This is a little bit, okay, a little bit more dated. Is this a real picture? Are these real? I don't think this is real at all. It's like in Europe. What is this background? All right, that one looks a little bit real. Most affordable contractors. Okay, so maybe they're trying to sell based on affordability. The city's things doesn't load. I would definitely fix that. Removal as its own service. Let's click on it. Okay, it's good to know they do like large demo of things. Okay, they can remove all this type of stuff. That's good to know. They got some pictures there, some real stuff. Let's go to installation. A cartoon picture? What is this? Okay, it's kind of odd. Okay, maybe add some more pictures of that. Let's go to finishing. A lot of basic. This could be cleaned up. All I'm saying. This is founded in 2000. Maybe this website's from 2000. I don't know. 2018 probably. That would make sense. So it's 8 years old. They need to update this. I would definitely add more, just more everything really. What is this? Contact Caesar. Interesting. Here's a little resume about him. That's kind of fun. My skills. Okay, well, he gave himself an A in everything. That's good. His experience. Manager for this company. Start my own business. I don't know. I would strongly suggest you update all this stuff. Let's move on. People were using the word refacing a lot, which I thought was a weird term. We had Bridgeport, Connecticut. We got Lotus. What's interesting is that they seem to have just corrected the search to just refinishing. If you just type in refacing, I guess they're assuming that you actually mean refinishing because everyone has a refinishing page. Let's take a quick look at Lotus. I saw them ranking up there pretty high. This is pretty clean. Fairfield County, trusted flooring experts. A lot of stuff Fairfield County based. Refinishing, that's cute. Okay, that's good. They got this stuff. Looks like the what do you call it? The those film festivals awards and whatnot. Why refinish instead of replace? This is smart. This is a very, very top question that people are going to ask. I would definitely have something like this on your site if you're a hardwood flooring contractor. The frequently asked questions can help you build trust with people. These pictures are great. I like this site. They got a lot of good stuff going on here. And here are the reviews. Here are the stain colors. Here's all the areas we service. Okay, pretty solid. You could see probably why they're ranking in a lot of things. They got, see, this is the top level. Look at all these different pages they have for all the different services. So let's look at installation. Installation in Fairfield County, so it's clear. They have a little thing you could fill out. Oh, this is cool. Look at this little quiz you're doing. Okay. Wow, to get to the very end and then you get an estimate. Reply in 1 business day to look at your information. Very good. A lot of good takeaways here. A lot of unique photos, authentic photos. They break down the service areas. They break down the services. Good stuff. Yeah, they definitely have some SEO help. That's for sure. Very good. Moving on, we have wood floor refinishing, Fairfield, Connecticut, which is actually a town inside there. We had these guys. This is a real photo. Nice. Still heavy on the words. Not the easiest to read. At least they got real photos. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. They got a page on wood species, which I think is cool. Red oak, white oak. Yeah, that's good. Teak oak, I think more companies should have stuff like that. Moving on, we have hardwood floor refinishing, Darien, another town inside. Oh, here's Prime again. Lotus again. You got Yelp. You got an NYC company spilling over right next door. Yeah, so I think Lotus is a really good example to build around. They're so far my favorite. Let's look at engineered wood flooring installation, Danbury. Now we have different contractors. This person is based in Danbury. They're nearby. They have installation in their name. They do not. Let's see what they're about. They have this filled out really well. That's good. They even have the town listed, which is interesting. I don't know if you could do that. Joey seems to do a great job. Let's take a look at their site. Man, some of these sites, man, they're pretty generic. I mean, I just would not be sold by this. This looks like it was just a template someone threw together. No offense. This is good. At least they do a preparation step by step for installation, so you know what's going on. Now let's move to Claude. Flooring contractor near me, Greenwich, Connecticut. These people are based in Greenwich. They don't even really have that many reviews, which is shocking. Belleci has 6 reviews. Westwood has 4 reviews. Has a little thing. Owner Lucas does the hardwood install. So it's interesting that Claude is pulling either from the reviews or from the website the owner's name, what they do. General contractors call him out for tricky situations. That's cool. So it's doing a little bit of a deeper dive. It's pulling up them, which is in Stanford. So it's started off with 3 people. 3 companies. They're all based in Greenwich, and then it kind of moves outward for other options. There's Prime again. So it's like the reviews built up, and then the service areas and the website built up can help you spill over and rank, and all of these type of searches, and on AI, searches like Claude here. Let's go to ChatGPT, see what's going on here. I wrote floor refinishing Fairfield CT, which is the city, I guess. Lotus, again, strong portfolio, more design focus. They do have a strong portfolio. They're one of my favorites so far. They had a lot of authentic photos, RMV, these guys again. What's funny is it starts to tell you a few things that matter when you're finishing. Ask if they do true dustless. So these are probably good things to have on your website for content. If you're curious about content, just be like, what do people ask, or what should customers ask when hiring a flooring contractor? And if they say, like, how many quotes are included, put that on your site. Because people are going to ask that to you. Or whatever frequently asked questions you get, put it on your site. Put it in your email. Put it in, a PDF, a brochure, a handout, whatever it is, your card. Confirm if stain samples are done on site. You have something about that. You can answer their questions ahead of time. And also you can show up for these type of searches. You're just trying to build trust with people. They're looking online. They don't know you. They're looking online because they don't know anybody. They're searching. They're telling the computer. They're telling the internet what they're looking for. Got to give them information and reasons as to why they should trust you and contact you and ultimately hire you. Let's move on. We had wood floor repair. Now this is different. Wood floor repair. And notice there's no map thing at the top, which is interesting. You have floor finishing is still ranking, which is odd. So I looked at Grove over here. So it's interesting that they show up. I wonder if they have something about repair. Doesn't even really have an address. Let's see, website. Yeah, maybe they have this repair thing. It's not even really a page. Huh. They're Norwalk. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. So they got a lot of reviews, though. A good amount. 66 maybe was the most in the area. I did want to point out one other thing. I'm looking at Hardwood Floor Finishing, Darien. You could see how many, well, here's ads right here. People that service the area. You got 3 ads. Remember we looked at the ads earlier. They could be anywhere from like $13 to $50 a click. But I would say that if you're in this industry, do this search in your area, in the surrounding towns, surrounding neighborhoods, surrounding cities. See where you stack up in this. Most of these people, it's looking at their location, their reviews, their services, and their website all combined together. But you can see everyone has, 80 to 100 to 200 reviews. You really just want to be in the conversation. So in order for me to be in the conversation here, if I'm located in this area, is I got to have over 80 reviews. So that would be one of the key takeaways, I would say. Look at your competitors on Google Maps. See how many reviews you need to gather to be in the top 5. Communicate with your clients. Execute the job smoothly. Ask them for the review why you're on site. If you're on site, your team's on site, your foreman's on site, why the client is right there. Everything looked good for you, blah, blah, blah. That's great. I'm going to send you a text message right now. I'm going to send you an email right now. Can you please leave us a Google review? Hey, I'll give you, even offer $50. Hey, I'll give you $50 off the bill right now if you can leave us a review right now, right here in front of us. But first, make sure everything is good. make sure that you earn this 5-star review. Don't just push for the review. Make sure the job is done super well, and then you're like, good, everything's good, you're happy, wonderful. While we close out, before we close out, after we close out, please leave us a review. I'll even throw in a discount, whatever. Throw in a mop for them to clean the floor, whatever. We also mentioned use Google Keyword Planner in the Google Ads to find terms that have traffic but no specific competitor website page. The example of this was for Grove. They had it, but it wasn't like a lot. I think that someone, right here, wood floor repair Greenwich. I don't see anything that says wood floor repair Greenwich. I mean, this says Hardwood Flooring Contractor, install and repair. So it's something like this, but you could have a better, more advanced page all about repair. I think this is decent, but having a more detailed page about repair in this city could help you rank for that search. There doesn't seem to be a lot of specifically geared wood floor repair pages for Greenwich, so that's an opportunity. I also do want to point out I looked at Grove's Instagram. This is something else I strongly recommend that everyone should do. Put your top services, installation, repairs, or finishing dust, and then put the location you serve. It's that simple. That simple. Although this says home improvement, probably change that to flooring contractor or something like that. But, progress. So those are the main takeaways. What I said earlier, use this free, you can sign in for free. If you do spend money with Google, you get more details. They will say more of the exact amount of searches each month. Find terms that have traffic, but not a lot of competitor website pages. Make pages based on that. Look at your competitors in Google Maps. See how many reviews you need to get in the top 5, and then just crush it and try to get there. That's all we got for now. Thanks for joining. Until next time, take care.